Hello, and welcome to the Scooby Zone, the podcast where Scooby-Doo is a dog and we love him very much.
We do.
As we watch a bit of Scooby-Doo media. I'm Rob.
And I'm Katie.
And today we'll be watching What the Heck's Going On? Episode 6 of Scooby-Doo,
6.
Where Are You?
Wow, we're getting up there, guys. We're getting there.
Yeah. We are, just about a quarter of the way through Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?
Yeah. Oh.
And this is an episode where I know the general premise of what's going on.
Yep.
But there's just huge chunks of it. It's like, I don't remember what goes on between here and here.
Right, yeah. Definitely.
I do believe, though, a lot of images from this episode are used in the opening and ending title sequences.
Yep.
That I think this is the one where we get the image of Shaggy on roller skates.
I believe you're right on that one.
And the moving bookcase as they walk by.
Yep, that too.
But, yeah, other than that, a lot of this episode is, just drawing a blank in my mind. So,
Yep.
it'll be interesting to see if this is going to be like the last couple of episodes where watching them felt like it just was no time at all. Or if this will be one that'll end up
Dragging
out.
On and on and on.
Yeah, it's gonna be
an interesting one.
Yeah. So, you guys can, if you have any questions, comments, anything for us, you can always send us an email. Our email is scoobyzonepodcast@gmail.com.
Yep.
And we now have made social media pages.
We have. Yep.
Granted, by the time you're hearing those previous episodes, they'll already have been made.
Yep.
But you can go ahead and find us on Facebook at The Scooby Zone. We are on Instagram under The Scooby Zone Podcast, all one word.
Yep.
And we are on X at The Scooby Zone. You'll find us. You'll see our picture image there.
Yep.
Give us a like,
a follow.
follow.
Something like that.
Yeah, engage with us. I think, we'll try to come up with some fun fan poll type things to keep you guys engaged.
Yep.
Any feedback you guys want to give us is always appreciated.
Yep.
In fact, first bit of feedback you guys could give us is if you guys want us to cover every episode of Scooby-Doo's All-Star Laugh Olympics.
Yep.
Or if you would rather us do one generalized overview episode of that as a series. Reason we are putting it into your hands is because even though it does have Scooby-Doo in its name, it's not much of a Scooby series as a Hanna-Barbera love letter crossover type series.
Yep.
And, let you guys give your voices and opinions to the matter. So with that, do you have anything else?
I don't think so. I think you pretty much covered all of it.
Okay,
so.
Because of recording when we do any Scooby-Doo news, may not be current and
Might not be.
So I think we'll go ahead. We'll get started with watching the episode. You guys too. All episodes of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You are available on DVD and Blu-ray.
And VHS if you're doing it how we're doing it.
Yeah. If you still have a VHS player and some VHS
Hopefully
tapes.
some of you still do.
I'm pretty sure all of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You was released on Cartoon Network VHS tapes that each had like 2 episodes of
Some had
Scooby Doo, Where Are
2, some
You?
had more, depending on how they released them.
So that this one should have been on one of those Cartoon Network releases. But for sure, DVD, Blu-ray, probably the easiest way nowadays.
Yeah.
As of recording, Scooby-Doo, Where Are You is available on Tubi.
Yep. Definitely is available on there.
Sometime throughout this month of the month in which we are recording, I believe a lot more Scooby series should be coming to Tubi.
It should be coming soon, but not till later on, I've been told.
Yeah. But hopefully they'll be on there by the time we get to them.
Hopefully they will be, because that will be better for us and easier for us. And
Right. So we're going to go split up, look for some clues, and we'll be right back. Okay. And we're back. That was What the Heck's Going On? And I've got to say, what the heck was going on?
I have no idea what the heck was going on.
This episode is a trip.
It definitely was a trip, that's for sure.
I think, I know there are theories around the internet of Shaggy and Scoob, being stoners.
But this might be overdoing it.
I think the people who wrote this episode were the ones.
They might have been the ones on something.
Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's take this now all from the top.
Yep.
All right, we open up with some ghostly moaning. And we then see, a person walking like a living zombie guy.
Living zombie.
Just
there.
We then cut to Mystery Inc. in the Mystery Machine. Yep. They are going off to visit their friend Sharon, who invited them to her estate for the weekend.
Yep.
In which then they see the old guy who's walking, going into the old mansion.
Yep.
We then cut to outside of the Weatherby estate, in which the part of the Mystery Machine is highlighted orange.
It is. Where the Mystery Machine is, it's highlighted orange. So that's really weird. And it's on the Blu-ray edited edition. Why would that be there when it's supposed to be edited, cleaned up decently? Why was that still left there? Are they waiting to see if fans will notice that, or what are they doing?
It's the old school Hanna-Barbera animation. While they're there, they are talking about, what's going on, and they are told that Sharon's Uncle Stuart is missing. And they figure, hey, wonder if that was the guy they saw going into that old mansion, which we find out is called the Kingston Mansion. Going over to investigate, they find an older man hiding in the shadows. In which we find out that Uncle Stuart has been aged by the ghost of Elias Kingston, who demands the Weatherby fortune before he turns everybody into extremely old dead people. That might be paraphrasing it.
Might be paraphrasing it. He made him into an old man.
Sharon's father decides to go ahead and call the sheriff to find out that the phone is dead.
When is the phone never not dead in a Scooby-Doo episode?
Why is the phone so dramatic?
I don't know.
Most things stop working. Why does the phone have to die?
The phone just needs to die.
It's like batteries.
Maybe it's unplugged. Maybe someone forgot to plug it in.
I guess.
Maybe the old man did it.
So they suggest, why doesn't Mr. Weatherby then just go off to go get the sheriff himself?
Yep.
And they will take turns keeping watch to make sure that Uncle Stuart doesn't leave again. And so they start by having the watchdog do it.
Watchdog, yep.
Good old Scooby with his dog hearing. Nothing will get past him.
Nope, nothing. Oh, man.
Well, Scooby, already seeing where this is going, pretends that he needs a hearing aid.
Yep.
Which does not work.
It doesn't work.
They don't even give him a Scooby snack for this job.
No, they don't. They don't bribe him at all. They just...
So it's no surprise when, Scooby ends up just falling asleep on the job. Which then leads to Uncle Stewart getting up, walking away in a trance again.
Yep.
Scooby wakes up to find Uncle Stewart gone. Bugle calls everybody else awake.
Yep.
In which we also find out that Sharon is now missing. They head off to the Kingston mansion. And Shaggy, being the genius he is, has put roller skates on his feet.
Yep, definitely.
So that way when they run into a ghost, it can't catch him.
He'll never catch me.
As they are going past, bookcase moves away.
Yep.
In which we see the ghost of Elias Kingston and a tied up Sharon. So we have confirmation the ghost kidnapped Sharon.
But he kidnapped her off screen. How does that even work? He's doing a lot of stuff off screen. I'm not making any sense.
Explains why he's so effective.
It might be.
Shaggy bends down thinking that ghosts can hide in little pots. Which explains why he tried to convince the Black Knight ghost he was hiding in a pot.
That might make sense.
In which the ghost, using one of those old-fashioned bellows to stoke a fireplace, uses it to push Shaggy, who then ends up stumbling on his roller skates into a bathtub shower.
Yep, that is good reason to be wearing that.
Yeah.
Shaggy.
Scooby finds a kitchen and opens a refrigerator to find one lonely bone. And a cobweb. Makes you wonder how long that's been sitting there.
I know.
When Scooby, being the hungry dog he is, going to eat it.
Yep.
When a guard dog is behind him, mad at Scooby for stealing his bone.
Yep.
So we now have Scooby against a guard dog.
Guard dog.
In which, some slapstick running away and everything where, he ends up putting a tub over the guard dog's head where it can't see, in which it then barrels into Shaggy, who had just gotten out of the bath.
Out of the bathtub.
Only to land in the bath. And if there's one thing Shaggy hates, it's taking a bath in a haunted house. If you ever find yourself in a haunted house,
don't take a bath.
Don't take a bath with your clothes on.
With your clothes on.
You shouldn't be taking a bath in a haunted house in general. But yeah, probably also not with your clothes on. Because you don't have anything to change into. You're soaking wet.
You're right. How soggy can a guy get?
Yep. They continue looking around, in which they eventually find a skeleton wearing the outfit that Uncle Stewart was in. The ghost of Alliance Kingston tells them, he warned them. And now he's demanding that they bring him the Weatherby fortune before worse comes to pass.
Yep.
They end up disregarding the warning, go back outside, and they see the ghost going into the old mausoleum. So they go over to it. And Fred has Shaggy expertly dust for fingerprints.
Yes.
Doing so...
Expertly, people.
Doing so by taking the brush from Velda's fingerprinting kit and dusting her hand.
Look at all them fingerprints.
Yeah, hey, that's one way to find them.
Yeah, but...
They then correct him. Mm-hmm. And he dusts the doorknob, and lo and behold, there are fingerprints that a ghost would not leave.
No, a ghost would not leave behind.
Ghost would just walk through it.
Yeah, would just walk through it.
They go and, they decide to send Scooby in to look around.
Yep.
Scooby doesn't want to.
Nope.
So Fred decides, hey, you do it, we'll give you 4 Scooby snacks.
Yep.
And Scooby agrees to it. But before he gets it, Shaggy has now taken the Scooby snacks.
Yep.
You know, this is only the second episode where Shaggy has started to eat the Scooby snacks.
Yep.
And we'll know more when we go back to the snack intake at the end of this.
Right.
But he's either now eaten, I think he may have eaten on par with Scooby in terms of snacks.
He might have, yeah, because he just randomly took 4.
Yeah.
You know, instead
But
of...
we will get to that, I guess.
Right.
So Shaggy goes in and looks around and, you know, signals the all clear for everyone else to go in.
Yep.
You know, they're looking around when they get locked in by the ghost.
Yep.
How the ghost got out, we don't know.
We don't know.
Probably just walked through the wall. That's what ghosts do.
That's what ghosts do. It doesn't need to make sense.
So as they're looking for a way out, Scooby bumps into a revolving wall.
Yep.
That, after some hijinks of them just spinning until they all end up on the same side.
That's how it's going to work, I guess.
They find out that it is a shortcut to the Weatherby estate.
Yep.
Going off a clue that they found in the mausoleum of a book about reading a crystal ball.
Yep.
They go and visit a Swami in town.
Yep.
In which on the drive there, in the image we get, Shaggy is holding a map for no reason.
For no reason.
You know, when we get to a different shot of the inside of the van, Shaggy has no map. There's no mention of him reading a map.
So what was the point of him holding up the map?
You know, they go into where the Swami's building. They decide to look in Daphne decides to look in a storage closet where a bunch of stuff just falls on top of Shaggy and Scooby.
Yep.
Right as when a customer decides to walk in.
Yep.
They all go hide, and Scooby decides to sit in the Swami chair, wearing the Swami headdress and robe thing. And I swear this woman must be kind of blind even with her glasses to not notice the dog. Yep. But Fred has Shaggy use his expert ventriloquism
there we go. He's expert
to throw
again.
his voice to be Scooby's voice.
Well, I mean,
in which, you know, they are now just messing with this lady. You know, asks what they see in the crystal ball. My reflection.
My reflection. Well, she's not wrong.
I see you dancing with a tall stranger. You're dancing cheek to cheek.
Yep.
And he whispers something in your ear.
What is he saying?
Get off my foot.
How dare you?
She then asks for her palm read, and if you guessed that they paint her palm literally the color red,
then you guessed right.
You don't win anything.
Yeah,
except for the fact that, yeah, you can successfully predict how ridiculous this gets.
It gets pretty ridiculous.
She storms off in a huff, not even paying them for their brilliant work.
Right.
In which the table decides to just start floating.
Yep.
With the ghost appearing in the crystal ball.
Okay.
The table chases them until Scooby somehow manages to get on top of the table, get it covered with a curtain so it can't see where it's going.
Nope.
Crashes into the thing where we find a motor fan under the table to make it lift. After the ensuing chaos, they find packed suitcases, a makeup kit, and a TV camera that is projecting an image onto the crystal ball. Using all of their gained knowledge, they decide to spring a trap.
Yep.
We cut back to the Kingston mansion. Shaggy and Scooby are carrying a treasure chest, effectively being the bait for this trap.
When are they?
They're always the bait. In fact,
They're always the bait. There might be.
I would almost argue this is the first time they are explicitly the bait.
Yep.
Because I wouldn't call them being the train thing as bait for the minor 49er.
No, that's true.
And it was only Scooby as bait in Hassle in the Castle.
Right.
So yeah, this might be the start of them being the expert bait that they are.
Right. They're experts in that.
Yep. Well, it turns out that inside of the chest, instead of a fortune, it's pretty much a Jack-in-the-Box clown that'll squirt water in the ghost's face.
Whoops.
Ghost then chases them. They hide behind a curtained closet.
Yep.
Where Shaggy puts his shoes, like, just sticking out so the ghost figures they're there and very close by. They trick the ghost into punching an anvil.
Ouch. That's gotta hurt.
Which then proceeds to phase 2 of the trap.
Yep.
Fred, using the special camera, projects an image of Shaggy running, which goes past the ghost. And as the ghost is running, we then see multiple ghosts.
What? How can there be multiple ghosts?
Yep. He then turns around and sees a giant Scooby.
Ooh.
He then proceeds to run into the now empty secret room because they somehow managed to find Sharon behind the bookcase and get her out without the ghost knowing.
And do it off camera, so we don't know what happened either.
In which, inside of the secret room, is the skeleton ghost.
Ooh.
Well, just a skeleton.
Well, yep. Just...
the spooky skeleton.
Yep.
Ghost runs out of the secret room, and they drop a net on him.
No.
They remove the makeup to find Uncle Stuart is not old.
He's not old?
And he's the ghost.
He's the ghost. Man, that's a double whammy on that one.
Yeah. That he basically used the makeup to disguise himself as an old man. Mm-hmm. To make it look like the ghost was aging him.
Yep. Because
his plan was to trick the family into giving him the fortune.
Yep.
Where he was using his alias as the Swami to make a pretty much almost a clean getaway once he had the fortune. They decided to reward them with some food. So Shaggy gets to the table to find out that Scooby-Doo has eaten all of the food. We get the classic Scooby-Dooby-Doo and cut to the credits.
Yep.
It's a trip, you guys. It really is one.
Yep, it's definitely a trip.
Going to the fun things.
Yeah.
First, we will start with the debut of a new list, the Mystery Inc. Friends and Family link.
Yay.
With this, we will try our best to document all the relatives of Mystery Inc. and their various friends that they have.
Yep.
So, first on the list, under the friends column, we have Sharon Weatherby.
Yep.
I'm going to be surprised if we ever see her again.
Yeah, I'm going to be surprised too.
But if we do see her again, hey, we've got her on this list.
We've already got her on the list, but it's cool to have people come back.
And maybe, we'll see her design, at least her character design in future episodes.
We might.
Not necessarily, as named.
Right.
As
Sharon.
So, going from there, let's go to our Scooby snack intake.
Oh boy, here we go.
So, today we had 4 snacks eaten.
Yep.
That has brought us to a total of 6,
14.
Well, total of 14 Scooby snacks.
Wow.
Overall,
okay.
Within 6 episodes, so that is still roughly little more than 2.
Right. Yeah, now it's bumping up to 2 because Scooby's bribing for more.
Yeah.
It's getting more demand.
And out of those 14, Shaggy has eaten 5 of them.
5 of them.
So Scooby still has eaten more.
I guess that's true. He still has, but Shaggy's catching up.
Yeah.
He had to eat the 4 to catch up.
Right?
He's got to catch up somehow. Go big or go home.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're getting close, you guys.
We are. Close.
Because, yeah, we're only 6 episodes in and we're at 14.
Right.
So...
Oh, boy.
Okay, from there, what do you want to go to next? Monsters, traps... Our personal feelings on the episode itself.
Well, I mean,
Boy, what's going to be easier for us? I think we'll go to monster.
Okay, all right.
Let's go to the Manifest of Monsters.
Manifest of Monsters, all right.
All right. So, currently, on the list, at the bottom, worst ghost of this show so far is the Vasquez Castle ghost.
Yep. Yeah, that makes sense.
Then we have the Black Knight.
Yep.
The Minor 49er.
Yep.
The Indian Witch Doctor.
Yep.
And then sitting at the top, we have Captain Cutler.
Captain Cutler. Okay.
So where do you think the ghost of Elias Kingston ranks?
I mean, he is more or less getting up there because, well, he does a lot of stuff off screen, so he's pretty sneaky.
Yes, he's actually very, he kidnapped a person.
Off screen.
He grabbed onto Shaggy's shoulder twice.
Off screen. So, I mean, he's gotten up there. I mean...
Yeah,
I'd say he's definitely gone past Ghost and the Black Knight. I mean, I don't know what your skills or things,
Again, like we mentioned last time.
With the costume.
His costume is, actually elaborate. His scheme was actually really well thought out.
It was,
using the makeup to make himself appear older and...
Right. Throw everyone off.
Yeah.
I mean, he's even wearing a different outfit than the Minor. He might be. Yeah. He might be past the Minor 49er, actually.
So yeah. So.
I mean.
Yeah, where would you put him?
I mean,
because
with all the stuff off screen he's been doing, he's been pretty good.
I'd almost put him above Captain Cutler with how effective he's been. All
right, let's put him above Captain Cutler. All right. I mean, it makes sense. He's doing all the stuff he's doing off screen. Never have one. I don't know if I really know very many that do it that good off screen.
Yeah, he was a very effective one.
He was actually pretty good.
And it's weird because I know this is... So, from what I know, from what little I've seen of Be Cool Scooby-Doo, it's not a complete reboot of Scooby-Doo. But there's very much a lot of it that does feel like it is a reboot of Scooby-Doo. The first ghost in Be Cool Scooby-Doo is Elias Kingston.
You're kidding.
It is completely not the same episode. This is more of a trip than that episode was.
Oh, okay.
Which, if anyone here has seen that episode of Be Cool Scooby-Doo, you know that there's stuff in that episode that is a trip.
All right.
But yeah, the fact that he shows up in another series as a ghost for that one.
Right.
And I think the costume of Elias Kingston is shown in the Cool Zonian in Scooby-Doo 2.
Okay.
I don't think it's not one of the ones that gets stolen and turned into an actual monster.
No, of course not.
But I do believe it is one of the monster costumes on display.
Okay.
So from there, we'll go to our trap list.
Oh, I love the traps. All right.
Our current traps are... the best trap so far has been the Better Mousetrap.
Better Mousetrap.
From Hassel in the Castle.
Yep.
Then we have the Fake Train from Minor 49er.
Yep.
Just the pack of dogs running from Decoy for a Dog Napper, which is not really much of a trap.
No, but
it was something effective.
Got the job done.
And then at the bottom so far is the Instant Sud Ramp from...
Suds. Yep.
A
Clue for Scooby-Doo.
Yep. So this one, I think we will call in shorthand special effects.
I think that
because it relies so much on just all that special effects. It
does. Yep.
And
okay.
I definitely, for sure, 100% better than Instant Suds.
Yeah.
In fact, I love the better mousetrap because of how ridiculous it is.
Right.
But this is the first trap that goes off without a hitch.
Without Scooby getting trapped
There's
in it
no
or stuck in it.
like
There's
nothing
no
goes wrong. It's like
right.
It just works so perfectly.
Okay.
And it is so ridiculous.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I would personally put it like just under the better mousetrap because it's not the Rube Goldbergian disaster that thing is.
Right.
But this thing is just as convoluted and great.
Right. No, I definitely agree it should go above a fake train. I think it definitely, that does make sense to put it above a fake train.
Yeah, so it's funny. You know, we went into this episode with kind of low expectations.
We did have low expectations, didn't we?
The ghost has already topped the monster ranking.
He definitely has.
Trap is like the second best trap of the show so far.
Second best.
So now that just leaves us like the table of spooks, the table of snacks.
Yeah.
You know, how many Scooby snacks does this episode bring to the table for us?
Oh man, that's better than we thought it was gonna be.
I say 4.
You say 4.
I do not think that this is a perfect episode.
No, I don't. It's a little trippy, but
there is a lot of just down time. Mm-hmm. It feels.
Yep.
Like a lot of that stuff with the Swami place just kind of feels like it goes on for a while.
Right.
You know, a lot of just the wandering around the Kingston Manor initially.
Yep.
But like, it's a fun ride.
It is a fun, interesting, but fun ride. Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, I think a nice solid 4. Because, you know, this isn't as terrible as, you know, Hassle in the Castle feels.
No, definitely not as horrible as Hassle in the Castle.
You know, so how this one didn't end up on Greatest Mysteries is a mystery to me.
Yeah, it is.
I would have put this one on there besides Hassle in the Castle.
Yeah.
Although Hassle in the Castle does have the greatest trap ever.
That is true. Maybe that's why it got bumped up.
Maybe.
It's on best trap ever.
But anyways, guys, I think that just about wraps things up for our episode.
I think so too.
So we will be back next time with Never Ape and Ape Man.
Oh, don't do that. Don't mess with an ape man.
So, you guys, just remember, you guys, don't shower in haunted houses.
Don't shower in haunted houses, all right, guys? Just don't do it.
You know, you don't know where that water's been. You don't know what ghost is watching you.
You don't know what ghost is.
You know? Probably shouldn't also strap roller skates to your feet when you're going through haunted houses.
Probably shouldn't either.
Because who knows what kind of breeze will just blow you along.
Yeah, who knows?
But anyways, guys, just remember, they would have gotten away with it too.
If it weren't for those meddling kids.